I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences.
What happens when two men, once seen as friends, become enemies in a brutal, physical confrontation? That's exactly what went down between Iman Shumpert and Aaron Pierre, and trust us, it's a sight no one expected to see. What began as a heated exchange quickly escalated into a full-blown fight, leaving the people around them in complete shock. Guests at the party screamed in disbelief, phones in hand, recording the chaos as it unfolded before them. This wasn't just any altercation, it was a dramatic spectacle that sent shockwaves across social media and had fans questioning what caused these two to clash so violently. The aftermath of this fight leaves us with more questions than answers. What led to this explosive moment? And how will it change their relationship, both personally and professionally? It all began at a party that was supposed to be filled with celebration and fun. But things quickly turned sour between Iman Shumpert and Aaron Pierre. The two men, who had previously been seen hanging out together and supporting each other, were now caught up in a violent clash that nobody saw coming. What started as a heated argument over a disagreement soon turned physical. Witnesses described the fight as chaotic and uncontrollable. Shouting and yelling filled the air as both men threw punches, with people scrambling to break it up or simply capture it on their phones. The energy in the room was electric with fear and confusion as people screamed for them to stop. But the fight didn't end quickly. Both men were determined to make their point, and the room quickly became a battlefield. Iman and Aaron, who once shared a friendly bond, now seemed like two strangers, locked in an all-out brawl. Security rushed in, trying to separate them, but the damage had already been done. The footage of this fight spread like wildfire, and soon the world would be watching as millions of people saw their violent altercation unfold. The fight didn't just impact the two men involved, it changed everything for everyone around them. The room was filled with tension, with shocked faces and people unsure of how to handle the situation. What caused it? Was it just a moment of anger, or was this conflict the result of something deeper? Iman Shumpert and Aaron Pierre weren't always enemies. In fact, they used to be close friends, frequently spotted together at events, showing support for one another's careers. For years, fans saw them as inseparable, two men navigating fame, family, and the complexities of the spotlight together. Their friendship appeared to be solid, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. But as with many relationships in the public eye, things began to change. Whispers of tension started to emerge. Whether it was about personal issues, professional jealousy, or the growing distance between them, the cracks in their friendship became more visible. Some speculated that their connection had been strained for a while, and it was only a matter of time before something big happened. And it did. Rumors about their fallout had been circulating for months, but no one expected this. What began as a series of public jabs, misunderstandings, and unresolved issues quickly escalated into a full-blown physical altercation. Was this fight inevitable? Did the years of tension finally boil over, or was it something triggered by an unexpected, personal conflict? What we witnessed that night wasn't just a fight, it was the final chapter of a long-standing, unresolved issue between the two men. The party where the fight took place was supposed to be a fun and glamorous gathering. With celebrities, influencers, and friends in attendance, everyone was enjoying the night, until it all went horribly wrong. The altercation between Iman and Aaron disrupted the entire event. What started as a normal conversation quickly spiraled into anger, and before anyone knew it, punches were being thrown. Guests who were there described the scene as pure chaos. Screams echoed as people tried to pull Iman and Aaron apart, but their emotions were too far gone. The fight didn't stop until security intervened, but by then, the damage was done. The room was left in shock, and the atmosphere was charged with disbelief. In a situation where no one thought a fight would break out, it felt as though the room itself was holding its breath. But in today's digital age, nothing stays private for long. As Iman and Aaron exchanged blows, more than a few guests had their phones out, capturing every moment of the chaotic confrontation. The footage flooded social media within minutes, and before anyone knew it, millions of people had watched the fight unfold. Some fans were in disbelief, others were eager to voice their opinions, but the one thing everyone agreed on was that this was not a typical celebrity drama. This was something real, something raw. Once the fight was broken up and both Iman and Aaron were separated, the immediate reactions were ones of shock and confusion. Neither man appeared to know how to process what had just occurred. For Iman, who had been publicly quiet about the growing tensions, it was clear that this confrontation was a culmination of years of unresolved issues. For Aaron, the fight was both a release and a moment of regret, though he wasn't willing to admit it yet. The aftermath was not only felt by Iman and Aaron but also by those who had witnessed the fight. They were left to deal with the fallout of seeing two people they once admired come to blows. What did this mean for their future? Could their friendship ever be repaired after such a public display of aggression? The media quickly picked up on the story, and social media went into overdrive. The public's reaction ranged from disbelief to outrage, with many fans questioning what could have led to such a violent altercation. Was this just a physical manifestation of a deeper, ongoing issue, or was it something more spontaneous? For both Iman and Aaron, the path forward was unclear. The fight had done more than just damage their reputations, it had changed their public personas forever. The emotional toll it took on both men was significant, and neither of them seemed prepared for the public scrutiny that followed. The fight has undeniable consequences for both Iman and Aaron's careers. Both men are public figures with successful careers, and the fallout from this altercation could impact their professional lives in ways they didn't foresee. Iman, widely recognized for his illustrious basketball career and strong public image, now finds himself at a crossroads. A public altercation has cast a shadow over his reputation, leaving many to question whether he can recover from this moment. Known for his professionalism and as a role model to countless fans, the fight has likely tarnished his image in the eyes of many, and the repercussions could extend well beyond the immediate fallout. As an athlete, Iman's career thrives not only on his physical abilities but also on his reputation as a positive influence. If this incident proves to be more than a passing blip, he may find himself grappling with the difficult task of rebuilding the trust and respect of his audience, fans, and sponsors. As a professional athlete, Iman is not only responsible for his performance on the court but also for the persona he has cultivated over the years. Being a role model comes with immense pressure, and any misstep can have long-lasting consequences. This fight, which has captured the attention of media outlets and fans alike, could have a lasting impact on his professional relationships. Endorsements and sponsorships, which are vital to athletes in the public sphere, may begin to dwindle if Iman is seen as unpredictable or reckless. The lasting question for Iman is whether his actions will overshadow his previous accomplishments, and whether he can maintain his status as a trusted figure both in sports and in the larger public arena. Similarly, Aaron, who carved a niche for himself in the entertainment industry, now faces the prospect of a severe blow to his career. Having built his name on his acting talents and charismatic public presence, the fight puts his reputation at risk. Public perception is a powerful force in the entertainment world, and Aaron now finds himself walking a fine line. The possibility of losing endorsement deals, acting opportunities, and respect within his industry looms large. What was once an opportunity to shine may now be seen as a series of unfortunate events that jeopardize his hard-earned success. The consequences of his involvement in the altercation may extend far beyond the immediate aftermath. As a public figure, his image is his currency, and the fight could cost him significant support from fans, brands, and industry professionals. In an era where public relations are integral to success, the fight between Iman and Aaron has certainly become a topic of intense discussion. The swift and intense reaction from the internet only underscores the stakes at play. Social media platforms, where fans and critics alike have a loud and undeniable voice, became the battleground for the public's opinion. The response was instantaneous, with fans offering conflicting views. Some condemned the altercation as unnecessary and damaging, while others defended one of the men, offering justifications for their actions or dismissing the event as a momentary lapse in judgment. The fervor surrounding the incident reveals just how much influence social media has on public figures and their careers. As the footage of the fight spread across the internet, the speculation only intensified. Fans, now fully invested in the drama, continued to theorize about what had led to the physical altercation. Some believe the fallout from the fight marked the end of Iman and Aaron's relationship, whether personal or professional. The once friendly bond between the two seemed irrevocably broken in the eyes of many. However, there were also those who remained hopeful, speculating that the two might still find a way to reconcile. Could the fight be a temporary setback? Would time heal the rift between them? Or would this be a defining moment that ended their connection for good? The online debate raged on, with fans taking sides, offering their opinions, and debating the future of both Iman and Aaron. Each new comment, each new angle, only added fuel to the fire. What began as a momentary lapse in judgment had become a larger spectacle, with many wondering what the next chapter would hold. The fight, which seemed like just another celebrity controversy, had now evolved into a deeper, more meaningful conversation about redemption, reputation, and the price of fame. The question that remained was whether Iman and Aaron could rise from the ashes of this incident, or if it would mark the permanent end of their public and private relationship. Just as it seemed like the situation was cooling down, Iman and Aaron each released statements about the altercation. But these statements raised more questions than answers. Was this the beginning of a deeper rift, or were they simply trying to move past the fight? Fans were left on edge, wondering if this was the first of many revelations to come. Iman's statement seemed to suggest that he was done with the relationship, while Aaron's response hinted at regret, but neither man seemed ready to fully address what had happened. The ambiguity of their reactions left everyone wondering, what now? Was this fight the final chapter, or was there more to the story? As the dust began to settle, Tiana Taylor, who has been a central figure in both Iman and Aaron's lives, posted a cryptic message online. What did she mean by it? Was she involved in some way, or was this just another piece of the puzzle? Fans were left hanging, desperate for more information. What do you think? Is this the end for Iman and Aaron, or is there hope for reconciliation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Will these two stars rebuild their friendship, or has this fight changed everything? If you want to stay updated on all the latest twists in this saga, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We'll keep you informed on everything happening next.